To Golden Drop, everybody. My name is Sharon McDonald, and I am your host today for InTune. And we are going to be talking about InTune, and this is not everybody's favorite essential oil by any means, because it's got some properties that not everybody's super fond of. And the essential oils in this are vetiver, which is something that most people, aren't super excited about smelling because it's a very grounding and it smells like the forest. And it is a little bit like patchouli to some people. So this blend has, I'm going to just, this blend has vetiver, peppermint, clementine, and rosemary, along with a couple of others. It is really good for those kiddos and people with autism or anything on the spectrum. It is really good for hyperactivity, mental handicaps, and nervous disorders. To use this, you're going to apply it to the back of the neck. And I love the fact that this is a roller bottle because you can apply it anywhere that you want. So you can see, I like the the brain stem, excuse me, the brain stem. And so I'm going to roll it right in the back of my neck, at the base of my hairline, right? And then how that goes up into the hairline, there's that soft spot, and then you can feel your skull. And so that's a really good place to get going. Also, people love to put this on the spine of their children, maybe the bottom of your feet. If you're sensitive to the smell, but you love how you feel when you use this, it's a really good idea to be able to put this on the bottom of your feet, and then you don't smell it. Excuse me, I don't know what has gotten into my lungs. So the top uses for this are homework, applying it on the back of the neck, beginning when you start homework, right? And I know we're off for the summer, but many people are actually getting ready to go back to school. So we want to make sure that we are covering that for those of you who are either in school, depending on where you're at, or you're getting ready to go back. This is great for people with ADD and ADHD. We are going to be able to help you if you're doing creative writing, maybe some of those computer programming, maybe you're doing focus, anything that you really have to focus with, this is going to be your blend. And again, the best part is just to put it on the back of the neck. Those of you who find you have extreme difficulty focusing, keep this with you in the back of your pocket. It will tend to grow on you. Other people might be like abhorred by it, but I will share a little tip. Something that I found, when you don't like the smell of something, you can add a citrus oil, for example, and it kind of neutralizes it. Sometimes lavender will do that, but citrus oils are really, really good at creating that space for that. So you're going to just, anytime you're doing a task, a chore, test taking, maybe you are confused often and you suffer from distraction like squirrel, and you really just need some help focusing. This is going to be really peaceful and thoughtful and really turn agitation and frustration into a calming sense of being. And so one of the things that I wanted to share with you that came from this oil magic book is that there's this little tip in here, and I want to read it. Did you know peppermint and rosemary enhance memory retention? They make it easier to recall information when they're used during studying and then during test taking itself. So I remember a study that a woman did in diffusing rosemary and peppermint in an Alzheimer's unit. And she was extremely successful doing this and using rosemary and peppermint on the hands of people who were living in this facility, and really amazing results. And so it's something that you can always remember to do. Okay, here is what is in InTune. Okay, these are the real oils in here. But in the Kids Focus Blend, which I don't have in my hand, you're going to find peppermint in that along with vetiver, and it has a little bit different of a smell. It's not as strong as this. Amyris, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, sandalwood, and chamomile are in here. And the patchouli is what really gets people. And so this is really good for Alzheimer's, emotional balance, hormone balance. This is really good for hormones. And I want you guys to understand the reason why it's good for hormones is because of the patchouli and the sandalwood together combine with frankincense and ylang ylang help balance out hormones. And that's not something that everybody knows. Patchouli is a really good hormone balancer. So remember that when you're doing that. This is also really great for sleep and relaxation. I want to read you a little testimony of this. My little boy has been struggling in school. His grades suffer, and the teacher was super frustrated. When we started using this oil, literally nobody could believe how much better he started doing. And this is from Susan D. And so I wanted you to give you a subtle recipe that comes from the Oil Magic book, and it is 1 bottle of the Focus Blend, which is this InTune, okay, and 3 10 ml roller bottles and fractionated coconut oil. Make a gentler form of the Focus Blend by diluting 1 whole bottle, that means this bottle right here, into 3 10 ml bottles. It has the same powerful benefits, but with a softer aroma for places like work and strong scent, where strong scents are not appropriate. So what you can do is just, you're gonna be filling this up halfway 3 times, and then filling the rest with fractionated coconut oil. There's a really awesome diffuser blend. I'm gonna offer you two drops of this Focus Blend, okay? And the way you do that is you just take off the top of the roller bottle, okay? And then you use a little pipette. And this is easy. You just kind of wiggle it and it will pop off. And so I'm doing it now one-handed so you can see. It's very, very easy to do. And then you just take a little pipette and then you just pop it into, see, there, I got it off. You just take it off, and then you can get in there with a little pipette. You could even do a toothpick if you're not really super fond of the smells. So it works out really well. But 3 drops of this Focus Blend, 2 drops of Ylang Ylang, and I am going to modify this and tell you 5 drops of lemon. It will make it fresher and a little more palatable. So those are our big themes. The bright citrusy smells are going to always calm this down. One of the things in the emotional book, it talks about InTune gently guiding the soul to full awareness of its physical body and physical surroundings. And something that happens with autistic or anyone on the spectrum is it's very easy to detach from the mortal body into this head space, right? Where they just kind of live a little bit outside of the body. And then they tend to be a little bit more aggressive. They don't know their power. They, just kind of do things in very, like, there's a word where it's sporadic, Oh, I cannot remember the word for it that I'm looking for right now, but compulsion, compulsive behaviors. You tend to see that. And so this blend especially encourages individuals to live in the here and now and promotes that meditative state for them so that they can calm, and it just drowns out all the external noise. And so I love this. The one thing I want to bring up about lemon and why lemon is such an amazing thing is lemon is also a focus oil. It is also one that will help, especially if there's a lot of pressure that someone's putting on themselves to learn something, to change a behavior. Lemon is one of those things that really, really helps solidify that and change that idea, bringing that idea to the next level. And InTune has that power too. So combining those, if you really want to bring that down, my only caution is if you're using a citrus oil with this, you want to put it where the sun doesn't shine, or dilute it heavily, because it is photosynthetic, right? So the photosensitive, the sun and the UV rays tend to interact with one another, and it just makes the skin super sensitive to the sunlight. So you will get a chemical burn from the sun. So it's like a sunburn, but it looks like a chemical burn. And so just put it where the sun doesn't shine, like I said, on the spine, the bottom of the feet, back of the neck where it's not, or in the hairline, and it's going to help. And I hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you are joining us from YouTube or from another platform, please get with a person that introduced you to doTERRA. Have them give you a little bit more information on the best way to buy. 25% off as a customer, and you get to participate in a loyalty program that is totally volunteer. It doesn't mean you're doing anything extra. You're just simply buying 50 points or more a month to be able to get loyalty points back into your account from 10 to 30%. So ultimately you could be getting 55% off of that retail value, which is a big deal. So if you have any more questions, comments, if you're joining from the blog and you have a response, I would love to hear it. I reply to all of those. You can join me personally at Oils2Go by Sharon on Instagram, and Oils2Go on Facebook as well for a little bit more. So thanks for being here. I appreciate all of our newbies that are here with us today. We appreciate your time and everything that you are. Have a great day. Bye.